hours later, they found me lying in front of our hideout. I made it out alive, but not all of us did. Colin's dead, and the stranger I saw is nowhere to be found. I told them about everything. I said that it wasn't safe for them to be with me. But Jennifer suggested that right now, nowhere is safe, so we might as well stick together. Everyone pulled through as we prepared for the worst. But nothing happened.
Likely it had to go repair itself. Got rammed pretty good.
Jacob? Are you awake?
How long have you been sitting there?
Not that long. I know that you're going to that hospital today, so I went on my first scavenging run. And I found something for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you go with your sister?
No. As soon as Erin heard that there's a hospital nearby, she asked Jennifer to go look for some medicine. So, I went alone. Don't tell her that, okay?
She's already at the medical district?
Yup. Oh, and Ryan wanted to talk to you.
Now they're both doing dangerous things. We gotta survive.
Heat from a plasma rifle cauterized the wound. That's why he's not bleeding. But damage to the skin made the burn prone to infection. That's what we need to worry about.
Wow. You're really smart.
I learned all that before the war. And thanks to Judgment Day, I didn't even have to pay off my student loan.
That's convenient. Let's see. Hold on a wee split second. Weird. There's no apply button. An idea. The film grain. I don't like the film grain. I'm under the impression, yeah, see, the record button on the bottom, the record icon on the bottom right is now really tiny, so I think I've achieved 4K. One tiny little bullet. Appreciate it, kid. No new supplies, but may as well open up a couple of cans. Hi, my love, Laura. How are you doing? I like your hair. Looks good on you.
Hey, you're off again? I'll see you later. I'm gonna stay here and help Erin.
Oh man, you don't have much to say to me? Erin, what kind of help do you need?
Morning. Patrick came to me earlier, asking if I thought you'd like his present. When I saw that it was a single bullet, I wasn't sure if he was being helpful or if it was a warning. I figured he didn't appreciate you looking at his sister like that.
That's pretty clever at analyzing. I didn't think of that for that last one. I thought it was cute, and now I'm suddenly scared. How's this ugly fellow next to you doing?
How's Mark doing?
Not great. We barely have any medicine left. But hopefully Jennifer will bring back some antibiotics from that hospital.
How do you feel about Colin's death?
What do you want me to tell you? That I feel guilty? That I care? Right now I'm a little more concerned with the living than the dead.
Good point. But then again, if you thought he was an asshole who got his karma, well, just say so.
Do you think you could help more people by joining the Resistance?
Honey, maybe ask me that question when you finally find them. Because for now, I don't think they even exist.
About that camp.
What do you want to know?
How did the machines communicate with you?
There was this one machine. We called it Nurse Ratchet. It was designed to look almost friendly. It wore an awful, smiling, rubber human face. At the end of every week, it took the weakest of us for experimentation. My cellmate, Karen, was pregnant. I knew that was a one-way ticket to the grinder, so I had to plan an escape.
Poor name for her. Nobody likes that name anymore. I wonder how that nurse talked.
Did Skynet ever notice she was pregnant?
Well, we tried to keep it a secret, but when she started showing, they informed me that after the birth, I would have to kill the baby. Otherwise, they would execute the whole cage. The baby came early, and Karen died giving birth. She didn't even get to see her child. I had to take action. Me and one other prisoner took the child, and we got to the disposal room, where we covered ourselves with dead bodies. Then we just lay there, waiting for them to throw us out. And they did. They dumped us outside the camp, ready for the grinder.
Did they go after you?
We heard an alarm, but we were already far away. They hunted us at first, but they had more important things to do than running after two nobodies with a baby. We ran to protect her, but deep down we were preparing for the worst. Anyway, you're healthy, right? And your bones don't look broken, so stop bothering me.
Alright, be that way. I don't think the baby survived, given how old you are and the fact that you were with a man, and men can't breastfeed. Contrary to what some people like to claim. Let's see. Let's render this pistol. We don't need it anymore. We'll get rid of these pistol bullets as well. Don't need these. Surplus shotgun we don't need. Although only $6 for it. That ain't much at all. Actually no. 150, okay, I didn't have it clicked. Let's see. I'm a survivor, so I don't really need all these medical packs. Donate them to the Resistance. The problem with 4K is that the cursor's tiny and it's super slow getting places. These low quality chips that make bet you a pretty penny. Goodness knows I'm going to need all the money I can get my hands on, because stuff that is actually important to me is quite expensive. Gee. I probably should. Gotta remember to click accept transaction. All your work will be for nothing. Can craft stimulants. Stimulants are probably the one thing that I don't think anybody uses in this game. Even I didn't. Ever. I mean, I think I used once for an experiment and I realized that it feels like a direct rip-off from Far Cry 3. I wonder... Pills, please. Oh man, it's not until level 5 that we finally cut the price of resources down to half. A long way away. save. Always save 1 point. You never know what you're going to need it for. Tartar sauce. Still a long ways away. I don't even have the resources for it. Laser traps. Very useful. And the lasers are invisible to the red vision of the Terminators.
Okay, now sit. Roll over. Fetch. We've got a lot to learn.
Stinky puppy. I'll replenish this. And look at your map. See, little green icons mean allies have nothing to say. Big green ones mean that they have something to say. And of course, when they're marked with a yellow outline, that means they're especially important to say.
Jacob, thank you for finding him for me. I promise I'll take good care of him. Now, what should I call him?
Yo, Barbara, what's wrong with Wolfie? I can hear him barking. Max or Wolfie. Or, I don't remember the woman's names. But we'll just go with Max because...
How about Max?
That's a good name. I like that.
He doesn't like Wolfie for some reason. I admit it does sound juvenile, but... T800 didn't need to, well, get a library with the name. I don't know what the right word is. Got a new toy for me? No?
You wanted to talk to me?
First of all, thank you for bringing me that toolkit. That bus should be ready in no time. Good to see you finally turned the corner. I wanted to talk to you. I'm starting to get worried about Jennifer. It's been a while since she left, and at my age, I try to worry as little as possible. If you see her out there, send her back, okay?
How's that bus coming along?
I'll make a run again, don't worry about it. Besides a couple of rusty rotors, it's got a whole lot of character. The question is, where do we go from here?
Yeah, good question, Gramps.
Do you remember Judgment Day?
I do. That's right. I'm that old. My memory ain't as good as it used to be. However, there are some images that stand out in my mind. My brother Tucker hitting on this lady guard, or people covered in mud. But for the life of me, I can't remember the name of that band.
Of course you had a brother. What was the band?
Band? Where was it?
Tucker always dragged me to these events, driving 100 miles to the middle of nowhere just to jump around with a bunch of strangers. Well, wasn't really my thing. Who would have known that it would have saved my life, though? Yeah, it was one of those outdoor festivals. When we got in, we decided to climb this metal tower to get a better view of the stage, you know. So as we're watching this band play their hearts out, we see a burst of bright, ugly light. I went blind for a while.
Of course, I'm not going to ask what it was. It was obviously a nuclear explosion.
Couldn't you look away?
Well, there's no escaping it. It lit up the sky, lighting every peak and ridge of the nearby mountain range. Something only a nuclear bomb could do. With my bloodshot eyes, the only other thing I could see clearly was people below me being crushed. The tower we were clinging onto started shaking. It finally gave in after the shockwave from the explosion. I closed my eyes and it started falling onto the people below. What am I thinking of? I'm usually a light-hearted guy. Why don't we talk about something more positive? Oh, God, I remember the name of that band now. It was Captured by Robots.
Wow, the irony. Could it get any thicker than that? And hey, wait a minute. If the people were getting crushed by the explosion, that means you were quite close to it. You're up in a tower, so that means you must have received a deadly dose of dose of gamma radiation, and yet you're just fine. Pretty weird. Speaking of weird. Am I close? Better not. I can always pick these locks later. Sadly, I can't continue on because I'm currently running at 4K, and that previous video, which was just an hour long, was 20 gigs, and that thing was only 1080p, not 2160p, which is 4K. I don't know why it's 4K, because that's 4,000. I don't know how those numbers work, so... Oh man, something ominous about that night. Alright, time to go catch up with Jennifer before she gets herself in trouble.